It's feeling very autumnal this morning, which I'm super pleased about. It's actually a really beautiful sunny day, but we had frost first thing, temperatures are finally dropping, and yeah, I couldn't be happier. I love October. It is the best month of the year, so I thought I'd take you guys on a wee weekend in my life, cozy weekend. We're going to go out and about this morning. I'm going to take you to Grantown because I want to visit a couple of gift shops and start doing a little bit of Christmas shopping and also some birthdays I've got coming up this month. I've got two of my closest friends had babies this year, so I'm going to be shopping for them, which is a delight. And yeah, I'm going to be just chilling at home. I'm going to be doing some baking at some point this weekend, chatting about reading, all sorts of cozy things. So I thought I would take you guys along with me. Before I get going to Grantown, I thought I would show you a wee outfit of the day. So I'm just wearing some jeans that I got on Vinted, I think. So they're secondhand thrifted, but they're Everlane jeans. I'll be pairing them with my Vivaia boots and some cozy knitwear, obviously, because it's now colder. So I got this jumper again on Vinted, I think, and it's from Olive originally. So I got that one secondhand, and I'm actually wearing a new top that's from Organic Basics, and I'm delighted to say that they are the sponsor of this week's video. If you've watched my content before, you've probably heard me mention Organic Basics because I'm a massive fan of their brand. I bought some of their products that have lasted for years, and I think they just do some really amazing quality basics. So if you haven't heard of them before, Organic Basics are a carbon neutral company based in Copenhagen and do a whole range of wonderful clothing, from underwear to activewear to everyday kind of basics. All of their clothing is ethically produced and made from eco-friendly materials such as organic cotton or recycled materials, and all of their clothing does come in recyclable or biodegradable packaging, which is just fantastic. I love the fact that they focus on creating classic clothing that you can pair with everything and such high quality that you can wear again and again, and that's really part of their sustainability mindset. So Organic Basics kindly sent me a couple of these tops. So these are just some of their long sleeved crew neck tops here. I got this one in grey, and then I also got one in navy because they're two colours that I like to pair a lot in my wardrobe, and it's made from 100% organic cotton, which means it's super soft. I love the fit of it as well. I love the fact that it's not too tight and you've got a bit of room to breathe, but it also is quite flattering. And yeah, I'm chuffed for these. They're the perfect layering items for this colder time of year. And then underneath this, I'm wearing one of their classic cotton triangle bras. It's also made from organic cotton, which means it's really comfortable. I love the fact that the neckline's quite low. It's like a plunging neckline, which means you can wear it with a range of different tops. Decided to get mine in the colour oak because that means it can go under everything. I could go on and on about Organic Basics because I truly think they are a wonderful company. So if you want to check them out, I'll drop links to Organic Basics and the items I've mentioned in this video below, and they've kindly offered you guys a 10% discount code. So if you use the code MollyXOB, which I'll put on screen and in the description down below, you guys get 10% off the entire range. Thank you again to Organic Basics for sponsoring this week's video. It's been really lovely working with them, and now I think I'm going to get my things together and we can head off to Grantown. Back at the car, I got myself a wee vegan hot chocolate from the Fiona Whole Foods refill shop, which is a great shop. I wish it was closer. It's like Grantown's about 45 minutes away from where I live. If I lived closer, I definitely would get a lot more of my groceries from there. And she always seems to be really busy, which I really like, particularly as it's like a local business, local woman. But she does everything so well. And this is the best vegan hot chocolate potentially I've ever had. Or at least like it's for a while. They just do it really, really well. And I don't drink coffee a huge amount, but apparently they do really good coffee as well, and good tea selections. I'm going to have a few sips of this. So good. And I thought I would show you what I got. One of the gift shops was closed though, which is sad. It was obviously closed down, so there was only really like one of the gift shops, and then they got the bookshop. I went into charity shop. I went into two gift shops. There was still two. But I got this from the charity shop. So this is a copy of Tessa the D'Urbervilles, and if you've seen my videos before, you know my bookshelf has quite a few with this design, and I do like Tessa the D'Urbervilles. It's a very dark book if you've not read it. It's quite sad. There's no real happiness in it at all, but I do like it. It's one of the only Thomas Hardy's I actually read, so I thought I actually don't own it. I think I must have borrowed it from somebody when I read it originally years ago. That would be nice to add to my bookshelf. And then I did get some presents. So if you are watching Josie or Chelsea, stop watching for now. Although it's not actually for them, it's for their children, their babies. So two of my best friends, I think I said this earlier, two of my best friends had babies this year, so that means I am very excited to do their shopping. So yeah, I got two Christmas presents. I got this book here for Sienna, Chelsea, my friend Chelsea's wee girl, who will be at Christmas time. She will be one. I don't know if this is going to be her birthday or Christmas yet, because she was born just a few days before Christmas, so not sure, but it's just a cute Sleeping Beauty. I like a pop-out version of it, and I got her when she was born. I got a Cinderella version of this, and so I thought I'll start her getting a little collection of them. The bookshop is lovely, by the way, in Grantown, if you ever do come, and especially the children's section. They've got a wonderful selection of children's books. And then I got this one here for Ollie, which is my friend Josie's wee boy, and he's just been born. He will be a month this week, and I just thought this is really lovely and quite unique book. It's beautifully illustrated. It's just talking about the moon and the kind of creatures and what they'll be doing at different times in the moon cycle and stuff, and I just thought it's a really beautiful book, so hopefully he'll like that for his Christmas. But yeah, pretty successful trip. I'm going to head home now because I'm getting quite hungry. I'll drink my hot chocolate on the way home probably, and get some soup for my lunch. Good morning lovelies, it's Sunday now and I have my apron on because I'm going to be cracking on with a little bit of baking. I'm trying to bake something new once a week at the moment to challenge myself, because we're watching Bake Off and I always get inspired this time of year to do more baking, and today I'm going to try and make this pumpkin bread. It's like pumpkin loaf, kind of like banana bread but pumpkin version. I got it from this website Loving It Vegan, whose recipes I've been using recently and been really enjoying them, and it needs pumpkin puree, so I made a whole load of pumpkin puree the other day, so that was really easy to do. I've never done it before, but essentially if you haven't done it, there's different ways you can do it. By essentially cut the pumpkin in half and then put it in the oven like sort of flesh side down, and then cooked it. I think it was about half an hour to 40 minutes, and then you just scoop out the fleshy insides and whiz it up, and yeah, it gave me a load of pumpkin puree, and this takes quite a lot, so I'm going to crack on with that this morning, and fingers crossed it goes well, because my baking is hit and miss and I've never tried this before, but hopefully it works because it's going to be super yummy if it does. I thought I'd share some of my autumn favourites that I've been enjoying recently. The first one being this mug. So I actually just got this from Tesco the other day. So it wasn't particularly expensive, it's not very fancy, but it's just so autumnal that I couldn't resist. And then I'm having the Heath and Heather apple and cinnamon tea because that is my favourite tea this season and I just stocked up on it, so that's very exciting. And then I got this gorgeous new candle, obviously very autumnal, and I got this from a not local maker, a small business owner in the UK. It's A Slow Sunday, this is her card. Isn't that adorable? She has a really sweet little shop. She does candles, but she also does like her own illustrations, and she makes bookmarks as well. And I got this bookmark, which is just gorgeous, very like dark academia vibes. So I'll link her shop down below because I really enjoyed her products. And then of course I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on what I've been reading recently. So if you saw my vlog where I went to Wigtown, which is Scotland's book town, you've seen that I bought this book. If you didn't see that vlog, I'll link it below, called Hare House, which is basically like witchy vibes book about a woman that moves to rural Scotland, southwest Scotland, and meets like a family there that live in a manor, and lots of mysterious things happen basically. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was very atmospheric. It starts from like September and it goes through autumn into winter, so it's a great book to read at this time of year if you want to like read a bit more seasonally. And yeah, it was really well written. I like the characters. I would say that I loved it at the start and then halfway through it lost me a little bit, and then the ending I liked but I wasn't like blown away by, but it's definitely worth a read. I give it 4 stars, so really enjoyed that. And then I got these couple from the library actually the other day, so I've already finished this one, the corset here, and again really good. Again, it seems to be at the moment there seems to be a lot of books that have got that kind of supernatural edge without being fully in the fantasy like genre. Speaking to a bookseller in Wigtown, and she was saying that like witchy books, obviously it's October so it's the perfect time of year, but in general witchy books seem to be a bit more popular, and this is kind of thing. So it basically follows like 2 women separate, and they end up like meeting and their lives interlinking a little bit, and there's a bit of like mystery about one of the girls thinking that she can impact people by stitching, like through her embroidery, by making clothing for them. It can like, things can happen to these people. I would say it's quite dark. There was a few moments when I was reading it I was like, oh, and it's not particularly a happy book, but I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. It was a unique idea. The characterization was really, really good, and yeah, I just wanted to warn you, I don't want you ever to read anything and not expect it. It's definitely not a happy book, but it's definitely a really good book, and there were some funny moments in it. There's definitely some lighter moments in it, but yeah, really enjoyed that. And then I've taken a bit of a break from the kind of darker supernatural books because I've been reading a lot of gloomy things recently in the autumn, which I love read. That's my like favourite kind of book to read, but I thought I would mix it up a little bit and read something that looked a little bit lighter. So I picked up this book. It's by Dolly Alderton, I think that's how you say her name, who I only came across recently. I read her memoir, her first memoir. I think she's got 2. I think it's Everything I Know About Love, and I loved it. It was one of the best memoirs I've ever read. It was so funny, but also very poignant and very relatable. You know, in that book she was talking about her life from teenager to like up to 30, and yeah, I was just like, I got everything she was saying and I just absolutely tore through that book. I loved it. So this is her novel. I think she's only got 1, and it's a similar you know, it's based on kind of things she talked about in a memoir in a way, but this is follows a woman who is in her 30s and is single in her 30s and trying to date, and yeah, again, very relatable characters. I only started this the other day and I'm already a chunk through. It's very easy to read, so yeah, I would recommend this one as well. Now I better go and check on the pumpkin loaf and check that it's not burning. I'm quite happy with this. I think this has turned out alright. Ever so slightly charred at the top. I did put foil on top of it like 30 minutes in just to make sure it doesn't get too brown. I've had a wee nibble because I can never wait till something's fully cooled, and it's really nice. So I'll put the recipe down below. Although I would say she says to bake it for an hour, and I baked mine for about 45 minutes and it seemed ready, and it is definitely ready. So like, just keep an eye on it. I don't want you to burn it. But yeah, I think now I'm just going to have another cosy, cup of tea, a bit of pumpkin cake and do some reading and sign off with you guys. So thank you very much for watching as always, and remember, if you want to check out Organic Basics and get that discount code, I've linked that in my description below. And other than that, I will see you guys next time.